Good morning and happy spring. It's a little bit misty and rainy out there. I had to come in because my hair was frizzing, but spring is here, so yay. I wanted to talk today about compassion fatigue, burnout, another light topic, but it's a real thing, and it can be fixed. We just got to be aware of it and take measures to fill up the gas tank. So yesterday I was feeling drained. I was taking care of sick people, and sometimes I take on their emotions, and you shouldn't, but sometimes like I do. It just is heavy, and but I knew yesterday my aunt, who is 97, and my cousin from North Carolina were coming up, and they were going to have lunch at my sister's house, and I knew I had to see them. So I worked out my schedule where I was going to see them, and walking into my sister's house, knowing that they were on the other side of the door, I was like a child. I was very excited, and I opened up the door and I saw my cousin Kathy, and just big hug, and my eyes like just welled up, and I saw my aunt who. Johanna, who's 97, and she's from Ireland. She's been here forever, but she's from Ireland. And, Johanna, you don't look a day over 95. Don't get up. I'll come to you and give you a squeeze. And I did, and I hugged her, and we had a great time. And I also have another aunt who's 99 in Jersey. And these women are my mother's sisters. And my mother, she passed away at 52. So she was robbed from us, and her life was cut short. But we lived through her. But these women and your family and your friends, it's like, well, these women, they're the keeper of the stories and keeper of the gate, and what is life about? Like, just not making it's about making memories and showing up. So it was, we laughed, we cried, we reminisced, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And after I left, on the other side of the family, it was my nephew's 21st birthday. And I just showed up at that. Not long, but I did show up at that, because your presence and how you make people feel, that stays and fills them. On the other end, the people that touch your lives, it stays with us. So it's important to keep making these memories and just showing up. So my heart was full. If you want to go a little bit deeper, and I tend to do, I think we're born with this body to take care of the soul inside of us. And I've gotten into the habit of saying every day, so what do you need today? How can I take care of you today? And if you want to go a little bit deeper, I almost liken my soul to a child. And if you look at yourself as a child, how would you take care of your child? You would make sure that she's, or he or she is fed and clothed and sheltered and safe. So is your child happy? Is your child sad? Is your child afraid? Is your child tired? Is he or she content? What can you do what can we do for you today? What do you need? And that works for me. And if it works for anybody else, I think it's a good way to look at life and taking care of ourselves like we're taking care of somebody else. Because sometimes it is easier to take care of somebody else than it is ourselves. So I've been starting my day with that saying, what can we do to take care of us today? And also, I listen to this song like it is my prayer. I listen to it every day. And again, it's by Sarah Bareilles, who I think is an incredible songwriter, but it goes very deep. And I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. It's called Chasing the Sun. And it says, remember that life is not meant to be wasted. We can always be chasing the sun. So fill up your lungs and just run, but always be chasing the sun. All we can do is try and live like we're still alive. And the gift of my heartbeat sounds like a symphony. Wow. So have a great day. Take care of yourselves and each other. And life is good. Happy spring. We'll talk again soon.